Hey folks, this is Jeff from This Week with JTT. I here to talk about what I saw in episode 2 of Daredevil Born Again. There's some face making go like, wow. Like I said, I don't know who, I forgot who directed the episode, who's taking the helm of doing Daredevil Born Again. Give them man a raise. Give that man, woman a raise. They did a great job. It's like they literally just, picked off intensity and grit wise from Netflix and carrying on to Disney Plus, which is great. If you got guys like Deadpool and Werewolf by Night, why not keep it a bean when you add it though? With Daredevil, and if I heard correctly, Punisher being there, John Bernthal Punisher could be in there, so I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. But let me go on before I say anything else. Spoilers. If you haven't seen episode 2, go to Disney Plus, go on to Marvel, watch Daredevil, Born Again, under Born Again. See episode 2 before you see this video. Just saying. Let me start with here. So it starts off like this. Hold on a sec. Starts off like this, starts off Mayor's like, it's official. Mayor, okay, Wilson Fisk is now the mayor of New York. Now people say how is that possible? In the comics, he was the mayor of New York in the comics, and not surprising. Now, basically, he was talking about how he's going to deal with the problem, like, say, the Punisher. He didn't call him the Punisher per se. He said, like, the man with the skulls, with the guns, the man with the webs, Spider-Man, and the guy with the devil horns, Daredevil. He talked about those vigilantes he's going to handle, period. Plain and simple. Now, the shoot to another scene where, in the subway station, you got one man who's like going home. He's talking to his wife. I think he had flowers and all that. Sees some shady man shaking down yet another man, and it got to the point where the guy is getting roughed up and beaten up. Now we're good attention. The man tried to go in there and try to help this guy. The guy said, "This is not your business. This is my business," and all that. Next thing you know, a fight breaks out, and I thought like this dude's going to get messed up. Cause I find this dude not only holds on, he's beating the brakes off these two guys. Near the end, in the middle of the fight, he threw one of the guys right onto the tracks. I thought he's going to throw him in the tracks. Kind of find out he threw into an oncoming train. Or you see his blood spatter. I'm thinking, okay, that's not good. And then he hit one of the guys said, "Freeze, police." I think like, oh snap, he too took out undercover cops. Yep, that kind of sucks. Now, next scene talks about, one of the scenes talks about how Wilson Fisk had to make rounds around the city, going to deal with this person, that person. Basically, it's the rigors of politics. Yeah, welcome to Politics 101, Fisk. And basically he tried to make an impact. Basically, if I'm correct, the episode's called Optics, if I'm correct. And Fisk tried to do something to show people like, look, I am about helping people in New York. I am about helping the city. Now, at one point, I think Matt was in the police station taking care of business and all that stuff. And using his superhuman hearing, because he's Daredevil, of course, he overhears a man being worked over by the cops. Basically, he's getting tuned apart by the cops. They try to force him to sign a confession. Yeah, surprise, surprise, surprise. Now, of course, Matt wasn't too fond of it. He tried to do something about that. Meanwhile, we go into Fisk is like, and his entourage is driving. Hold on a sec. Fisk and his entourage is driving in New York City too. They got slowed down by a traffic jam. A monstrous black hole is in their way. Now I imagine like something happened. I think some battle took place where there's this giant hole in the ground, this giant, well, I'm not gonna say pile, more like a giant crater. And Fisk being impatient orders the people who's working the construction workers to fill the pothole to do something now. He said like, well, we're gonna wait for the permit. No, it's been approved. Work on the pothole now. But, and they do it. They start working on it. And that impressed a lot of people, saying like, this is what we talk about. I want to get things done right here and now. Not slow, dragging, whatever. We get it done now. And that caught a lot of people's attention. A lot of people got their cell phones out. And they said like, okay, that's impressed. And that's good press. That's good optics right there. And made Fisk look really good. Now, the guy who inadvertently killed that cop, his name is Hector. And he's one who inadvertently killed a cop in NYC cop. And so far, it's not going his way. It's not looking good. But Matt Murdock trying to help Hector in the process, though. Now, ironically, this one young girl who's going to one of Kingpin's associates. Her name is BB. I think she's one of Ben Urich's nieces. And she's like asking questions about Wilson Fisk being concerned about losing the cops in New York City. Because the police commissioner is leaving. And a lot of cops going to follow him. So if the police commissioner leaves and some of the cops follow suit, oh, trust me, New York will become the Wild Wild West. At least that's everyone's fears, though. And she asked Fisk, like, what are you going to do about losing the cops in New York City? Now, that did not make Fisk very happy, but he wasn't brutal about it. He said, you know, your time is up, you got to go. And the question did hover over his head, what are you going to do about the cops leaving? Because one of the cops did give him a hard time. Now, Fisk visited with so the police commission when one of the cops got killed by Hector. Now, basically, the police commissioner said he's going to leave and end up roasting Fisk about his past. He did not care. He showed no filter. He could care less. And he's like, you know, he was ready. It's done with him. And all that. The next scene talks about how I think one of the investigators go into Hector's house, try to get some answers, get some information. And during the investigation, they found out that Hector was White Tiger. Yeah, the same guy seen, I think, in episode 1. He was White Tiger. He's a vigilante beating up bad guys. Now, this is during the time where they were talking to Hector's wife or fiancée, and one of the detectives found his White Tiger costume in the bedroom. And meanwhile, like, Hector right this moment is in prison. And let's face facts, the fact that he killed a cop, he's in danger. That means, like, he's going to get handled one way or the other. Now, going back to the funeral scene, you know, Police Commissioner Gallows, I think that's his name, Gallows, threatened to quit, along with a lot of cops. Like, once he's going to quit, a lot of cops are going to follow suit. But Fisk, being the Kingpin, which Gallows called him by his name, of course, Fisk played hardball. He used blackmail pictures of Gallows' illegitimate kid. So basically, though, if Gallows was to quit, his wife would find out the truth, and so would the rest of New York. Ouch. So, of course, Gallows got to capitulate. And he has to stay. But he didn't want this. Be careful what you wish for. Yeah. So, the good news for Fisk, Gallows is going to stay. The bad news is, hold on a sec. Okay, where was I? Matt Murdock was visiting Hector in prison. Like, Hector's in prison, and every time he get beat up by the cops, but convicts, and the reason why Hector is still alive because he knows how to fight. Thank goodness. But Matt feels helping Hector, and like Hector is holding something back, and Matt can hear it because Matt is like a living lie detector. Here's another twist I didn't see coming here as well. Wilson Fisk and his wife both went to Matt's girlfriend trying to get some type of couples therapy. That I'm like, okay, this is different. The details get interesting. I think it talk about the affair she had with another guy. And surprisingly, the guy hasn't been taken off the census yet. I'm impressed by Wilson Fisk's restraint. I'm deeply impressed by his restraint. That's incredible. I think at one point, Matt was listening. I mean, the guy is like a listening post of the best type. And he got wind of how, I think one of the cops that arrested Hector made a phone call. And they're going to go after the eyewitness. The person who the cops were trying to rough up or beat up and all that, or try to shake down and all that, maybe for drugs information, I'm not sure. And Matt Murdock ended up getting there before the cops, saved the guy's life. She said, like, look, go escape through there, go to one of my people, and he'll keep you safe. Now, in the process, Matt saves the eyewitness. The cops, you know, the man let him, NYPD, and Matt say, like, and the cops knew Matt's a lawyer. He knew he's a lawyer, a blind lawyer, and they decided to beat the brakes off of Matt. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. They beating the brakes off of Matt. One took out a gun, and they're about to kill him. I mean, kill him in the coldest of blood. until Matt went beast mode. I mean, he went from defenseless blind lord to like full out Daredevil. He just beat the brakes off them. It's like he can't tame that natural tendency to fight and be violent. I mean, near the end, Matt Murdock screams. And that ends episode 2. I mean, the ending, like I said, I'm thinking like, there's no way they're going to kill Matt Murdock. I figure he's going to like at least knock him out. No, he didn't knock him out. He beat the brakes off of him. But folks, what do you think of episode 2 of Daredevil Born Again? So far, so good, spot on, don't change. I say keep watching. I know I will. Peace.